Okay, so let's now first look into NEET. So what is NEET? So NEET is National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, right? So it was started in 2016, and from there a lot of changes has happened. Now my question to you is, what are the career pathways you can choose if you take exam of NEET? Just answer for yourself. Do you know or do you don't know? Either you don't know, or if you know, you may be knowing some points. So let's just to introspect yourself. Do you know everything about this? So just answer that. What are the career pathways you can choose through NEET exams? You answered, and now let me answer that. Of course, you would have answered this part, that is MBBS, right? So you'll be able to join MBBS as a career pathway if you take this particular exam, NEET, right? The second one is BDS. Yes, you'll be able to be a dental doctor and a medical doctor now, right? And third one is Ayush, right? So Ayush stands for Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. So all these doctoral courses you can become with this particular NEET exams. So are we done? Right. So this was what initially was proposed from 2016, and later now in 2017 the veterinary science, admission for veterinary science, and specifically for all India quota, that 15% of all India quota what is reserved for veterinary science happens, admission happens through now NEET exam, right? But the rest 85% happens through the CET exam itself. But if you're looking for veterinary science, you need to write NEET exams, so that you also get eligible for the all India quota too, right? And then now next is, in the year 2021, that is this year, there has been a new notice which has been released, which says even for BSc Nursing and BSc Life Science, you are eligible through NEET exams. So if you are looking for nursing and any life science courses, you need to write this NEET exams to get into the particular career pathway, right? So that's what NEET exam will give you an opening for. Now let's look into the entire NEET exam. How does it look like, right? For me it looks like a war. Frankly speaking, for me it looks like a war, wherein as you can see, you are someone like, you can imagine yourself as a Bahubali, right? So you are the person who's going to fight. Now the question is whom you are fighting against. You're going to fighting against those students across India and internationally who will be writing this exam to reach and get a rank, right? So when I'm telling fighting, it's again a competition, and of course you're going to have a healthy competition, but it's a war, and you're going to fight to reach these to reach the top numbers, so that you get a good rank and a good seat. Now the question is, to be successful, to win this war, to win this fight against so many students across India, you need to know how many people are you actually fighting with, right? Are you against the war with? That is actually almost now a couple of years, it's been more than 15 lakh students have been writing NEET in 11 different languages, held in across 2,500 centers across India in 155 cities. For how many seats? For almost 80,000 MBBS seats, right? So we have 15 lakh students for 80,000 MBBS seats for MBBS, right? And if we calculate all other things, right, on an approximate, you have 1.60 lakhs total seats if you look into BDS, Ayush and other courses, right? So totally 15 lakhs people for 1.60 lakhs seats are the competition. If you look at the funnel here, so we have 15 lakhs people who are entering, right? But what happens is, if you see in the exams, 50%, almost 50% of the people would not get an eligibility, that they would fail. That is around 7 lakhs people would fail yearly, that they not clear the competition at all. And finally, you need to compete to get 1.60 lakh seats, which you can sit for, right? Right. So now let's move on to exam pattern of NEET exam, right? So as you all know, I think this is basic, everyone know, but let's just look over all these things, right? The mode of examination is offline, that is pen and paper, right? So duration is 3 hours, medium of exam in different languages it is there, specifically in English, and of course Kannada and different languages, Hindi, so 11 languages currently it is. And you have types of questions. It is a multiple choice question, and it has sections on physics, chemistry and biology, right? And so total number of questions is around 180 questions. Total marks is 720 marks, and marking scheme, so how much for a correct answer and how much for a negative answer, right? For correct answers you will get 4 marks, and for a wrong answer you will get 1 marks deducted, right? 1 marks deducted. Now look into the section that's on subjects, right? So we have physics and chemistry, both has a weightage of 45 questions and 45 questions. And now for biology you have 90 questions. So the more weightage is given to biology, which is 90 questions, right? So with that, the next question comes is admission to AIIMS and JIPMER, right? So now recently the government has said that even for admission for AIIMS and JIPMER, AIIMS, 13 colleges of AIIMS and JIPMER will go through NEET itself. There will be no separate exams for AIIMS and JIPMER. And one more important question is, the 15 lakh students which we told who are competing with you in India, is it the end of it? No. Even the government has opened an opportunity for this foreign nationals, no NRIs, candidates who will be eligible to write exams in India with a 15% reservation. Okay, right? So we have more people again competing for you. So coming to seat matrix. So how is the seat matrix? So total MBBS colleges we have across India, it's in approximate numbers, okay, so don't get strict to these numbers. It is 514 seats, colleges, out of which total MBBS seats are around 80,328 total MBBS seats, right? And you have total BDS seats of colleges of 316, and you have around 27,000 BDS seats, and total will come up to around 1,07,000 undergraduate seats for a particular seat matrix of this, right? And if you add on to other numbers, for example, we looked into 80,000 MBBS, 27,000 BDS, 57,000 would Ayush be added, and 525 All India seats, that is 15% of All India seats of veterinary science also would be added. So totally you would have 1,61,012 seats in total for NEET exams as of now in the last year, and now nursing and other life science will be added, which will be added to it. We actually don't have the numbers for that, but that's what is currently possible for you, right? So these are the seats. Right, so now looking into all India seats, right? So these are the seats which is available, and now looking into all India seats. So so this is not again 1,60,000 is not available for everyone. Again, there is a 15% All India quota, which is 7.5% for ST, 15% for reserved for SC, and 27% for OBC, and then 50.5% for the general merit. And that's again a reservation which will be removed from the numbers which we discussed, 1.6. Coming to NEET cutoff marks, right? So what does it mean is, how much marks do you have to score to pass, okay, to just pass in NEET exam. If you see carefully for unreserved, that is general category, so just to pass last year in 2020, 147 marks was required, right? 147 marks, and in 2019 134 marks. So this is a minimum out of 720 marks. The minimum score what is required to pass the exam is 147 last year for unreserved, right? And if you look into other categories, you'll have other percentages, as you can see, 40th percentile and 45th percentile and 40th percentile, different things. We'll not get into that, right? Now, just to give you more idea into how the trends has been, right? If you look into unreserved category here, right, so it was 119 when it started, in 2016 it was 145, and then it is decreased in 131, and then it decreased 119, and last year it was last year was 134, and now again it is increasing to 147. So trends has been changing, so you should need to be prepared. To pass this exam, at least you need to have around 150 marks to be safer, right? If you have 150 marks and above, then you are most likely to pass these exams. And if you look into OBC, it was 96 in 2018, 107 was in 2017, and in 2016 it was 118, right? So that is in the percentile calculation. So basically the gist of this particular section is you need to have at least 150 marks. With the trend what we can see, at least 150 marks to get the passing score, right? So now let's move on to understand the cutoff ranks. That is, if you look into all India's, because we have all India data. So if you look into all India exams, what is the minimum maximum score, either marks or rank you need to get a seat, right? So in all India, in 2019, as you can see, the last score for which you got the seat was closed was for the rank was 12,618, right? And the marks was 582. So that was the last rank in general category, and in OBC it was 12,179, and again almost in the closer range of marks which was there. So basically and SC was 29 and ST was 87,000, right? So basically if you're in general quota, you need to have at least 12,000 and odd below that mark ranking to get an all India seat. Or if you are in the SC and ST category, you can have at least at a range of 29,000 to 87,000 ranking out of 15 lakh students who are writing the exams. And that's the cutoff what we are looking into. And let me also give you some trends what has been seen in the couple of years previously. If you look into the 2018 metrics, right? So we have in general category we have around 10,000 ranking for general, and OBC was almost in that range, right? And in 2017 it was 8,000, in 2016 it was around 5,000, and 2015 it was around 5,000. So trends has been increasing, that is the number of rank for people who are getting the seats has been increasing, right? So that the number of seats also has been increasing, so both goes hands in hand, right? So with that, this you get an insight. So as currently you need to get at least within 12,000 all India rank to get a seat as per 2019 data, right? So with that, let's see some of the very popular colleges who has got the cutoff ranks in all India exams. From the 2019 data, we have Maulana Azad Medical College in Delhi, which was closed at 32 rank, right, in 2019, and in 2018 we had 58 rank. So you can see the competition, right? And so in Safdarjung Hospital in New Delhi, we had 157. University College of Medical Science in New Delhi, we had 171, and Lady Harding's Medical College, we had 489, which was the cutoff of the last seats in these government colleges. And coming to some deemed universities, of course, when in deemed universities you have huge, because those are the fee is higher, right? So in Sri Lakshmi Narayana Institute of Medical Sciences, Puducherry, it was the last person who took the seat was 4,48,593, right? And in Sevata Medical College and Hospital, Kujipati, we have 1,68,000, and BLD Bijapur, we have 4,07,000 ranking, right? And Open Medical College Mangalore, which had 1,37,000 ranking. So basically, you can get an idea that, like, even people who have ranking of 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakhs are getting seats, but these are too costly. These are management seats, and admission to them, it will also be difficult, right, with the cost of what they're paying, right? Some numbers for the BDS, if you want to know. Enopay Dental College, we had around 4,63,000. And you have Dental College and Hospital in Chennai, SRM, which was around 81,000, right? And KM Shah Dental College, Baroda, we had 6,75,000 ranking. So you'll get seats, but these are all huge disparities of ranking what you can have in the deemed universities, because they are mainly chosen based on the cost, the fees, right? Okay. So now just to get an idea of where you would stand with what ranking and what marks, just to analyze yourself during this period, let's look into NEET marks versus ranking of 2009 matrix. So we have created a small matrix of 2019 ranking. What was the marks and what was the ranking and approximate ranking which was there during that particular time period, right? So if you're looking for a rank 1, it was 701 in 2019, but of course in 2021 20 the first rank was at 720 itself, right? So yeah, so this is the range of marks. If you look into that's what is there. And if you're looking to get an all India seat or somewhere, you need to have at least, as we looked into before, we need to have 10,000 to 12,000 ranking, right? So that comes up to 590 marks. If you have at least 590 about marks, 580 marks to get that in 2019. And if you're looking to somewhere to get a management quota or an higher seat quota, which you need to have at least 1 lakh ranking. To get a 1 lakh ranking, you need to have at least 400 and above marks. Like you can see that we have 419 to 409, but at least 400 above, that's what we see, right? But still, if you're looking to completely management and looking to allied health courses or other, so not allied health, other courses, Ayush and all other courses which you can take, so it would be at a range of around 340 to 330 ranking, which you can get other courses seats too, right? So these are some numbers which you can rely on, so that based on the previous matrices, these are some scales which you can relay to get your marks done. So now once you got these marks ready, right, so you think, okay, I need to get around 500 600 marks to get in top ranking of all India. Now that does not suffice just with getting 600 marks, right? So now you need to be very careful. How did you get to 600 marks and why is that important? I'll let you know. So if you see in 2020 list, right, you have first two candidates who got for rank 1 and rank 2, and both of them have scored 720 marks. And how did the exam authorities made them 1 and 2? Because both have got same mark. And if you go ahead 3, 4, 5, 6, most of them have got 715 marks, and then 710 marks, right? You have a list of it, and they have different ranking even though they have same marks. Why so? If you look into 2019 list 2, you have the same type of pattern, 700, 700, so 795, sorry, 695, 695, 695, right? So that's how it is there. Again, they have different scores. So that's where one of the important point comes into existence is not only getting 600, 500 or 400 marks is important, it's where did you get the marks from? Right? What makes the decision of both candidates having the same marks to get a better ranking? First thing is the tiebreaker is biology, right? If you get more better marks in biology, your rank will be better. And the next tiebreaker, if again you have same marks in biology, the next tiebreaker is chemistry. If you have more marks in chemistry, you will get a better ranking. And now if you again the tie is both between biology and chemistry, and the next tiebreaker is wrong answers. It's not only important that you make a right answer for in your exams, and you need to be very smart enough to make no wrong answers. If you make wrong answers, again your ranking would very much affected, because wrong answers are also one of the key in getting your marks, right? So better to leave the question than making a wrong answer. And still if that holds there, then they get into age criteria to get a particular merit list. Right. So as I discussed, now so many factors influence your marks, right? So finally you will have more than 15 lakh students again next year, and every year number of people will increase. So we have 15 lakh students who will appear for exam, and at that point itself 7 lakh people would be out of the competition, because as I already showed you, even 7 lakhs people would not be able to get 150 marks to get an eligibility, right? So they are already out of your competition and war, what we discussed, and only around 7 to 8 lakhs people would have been left with whom with you have to compete to get so many seats, right? So let's not go in depth of NEET counseling. If you want, we'll have a separate program for that, but it's completely online mode only, and we'll get all the information through that, and we'll not get into number of rounds and all these things. Let's move on, right? So the important point is coming to Karnataka. How many colleges? We have around 18 government colleges. We have around 3,722 seats in these colleges, and we have total private colleges around 42. These are the numbers. If there is a disparity number, please correct yourself. Also refer back to the different authorities, so that the numbers what you are looking at here is just for your reference. Okay, it's an average number. So we have seats around 5,623 seats of in particular Karnataka. So totally we have around 9,000 odd seats in Karnataka for medical students, and out of which again 15% will go to all India, right? So now of course, even though we have 9,000 seats, not all the seats would be eligible for everyone to take in, because again a very important factor, that the fees comes into place, right? So now if you get a good marks, when I tell good marks, of course we have 18 government colleges, and we have 3,700 seats in that colleges, right? 3,722, okay, whatever. So in logically you need to get 3,722 ranking to get all the seats of government colleges in that particular category, right? And if you have that, so you're getting a government seat in a government college, your fees per year would be around 59,000. But however, if you're not able to get within that ranking, right, you may have to take a government seat in a private medical college, right? So what is the fees for that? It will be costing around 1,41,000 rupees per year. Now, if you're not able to get even a government seat in a private college, then you may have to go for a private seat in a private college, which would cost you per year 9,94,000 is the fee per year. And still, if you're not able to get a private seat in private college, you have passed the NEET exams, and as per the NEET ranking, you may also go for an NRI seat or a management seat if you have the eligibility for that, and that would cost you around 30 to 60 lakhs per year as a fees. And this is what is the fee structure of seats in Karnataka basically. Okay, so looking into dental, just to give an insight into dental, we have around 50,000 rupees for dental college in the government colleges, and private seats it will be around 3 to 5 lakhs per year, and it's an NRI seat it will be around 3 to 8 lakhs per year, right? So the important thing is, if you're looking to this particular program maybe in year after or something later on, the government has allowed 10% increase of fee cost every year, right? So year by year basis, there is an increase in 10%, what we discussed currently. Next year, if you look into it, will be increased by 10%. And it's very important to know. And if you look into management quota, which we already discussed, it's very, very expensive. If you look into what are the fees released by the colleges to the government, which is in public domain. So these are the fees. If you look into different colleges, you can see that the fee structure is too high. So you can see in the last column, there's around 33 lakhs in a medical college, in different colleges, 36 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 28 lakhs, 40 lakhs. So these are the numbers per year fees and not a 5-year fees, right? This is a per year fees which will be, which you have to pay to the colleges to get a NRI or management seat. And that too will happen through NEET only. You need to be very much cautious about that when you're getting a medical seat. So the admission alert is that you cannot get seat through a direct admission. You need to get a seat through a NEET qualified student only will get a seat for any of the quotas which is available, right? So it has to go through a proper channel, and you don't have to get into any agents or anyone to get a medical MBBS seat in India. So it's all completely through a NEET exam based ranking and marks. Right. So now, we completed the entire process of NEET, and I gave very much key insights of NEET for you.